Hey there, Andrew Texidor with HomeSmart Real Estate, and on this episode of All Things Real Estate, we're going to talk about closing costs, specifically about buyers' closing costs. I've realized recently, working with a few buyers, that there might be a little bit of confusion on who pays what, when it's due, and whose responsibility closing costs are. Even to the point where I think some borrowers might get the closing cost and the down payment confused. So I just wanted to cut a quick little video to explain that they are separate. The down payment is what's required for a particular type of a loan. For example, on an FHA loan, there's 3.5% of the purchase price is the minimum required down payment. And then on top of that, there's closing costs. I've got listed here a list of closing costs from a recent transaction that closed, and this is for example purposes only. So I am not a mortgage lender, but I'm just showing this example so that you as a consumer have a clear understanding of costs associated with making a purchase. Keep in mind, these fees vary from lender to lender, from title company to title company, and they also vary based on the loan amount, purchase amount, and down here where the inspection fee and or the appraisal fee is based on the size of the home, okay? So these are buyer's closing costs, and the seller has their own side of closing costs. And on this transaction, there was an origination fee of $1,500. The appraisal fee was collected by the lender but got paid to the appraiser, and that is for $575. The escrow fee goes to the title company to handle the transaction, disperse all the funds, and to do their job as the escrow company. Title insurance protects you as the buyer against any unforeseen liens that might not have been recorded at the time the title company went ahead and pulled the title report. And then there's a few fees here: reconveyance tracking, environmental fee, and a closing protection letter. These also went to the title company. They were separated, but I just grouped them together to total $350. Down here, we've got prepaids. You will pay 1 year of your homeowner's insurance up front because it's due at close of escrow. In addition, they'll usually collect a month or two in addition to that to go into your escrow account. Taxes are collected based on what month you close on your purchase on, okay? We are in February, and so in March, taxes are due. Taxes are due twice annually here in Maricopa County, in March and then again in, I believe it's September. Okay, so right now they're only collecting 1 month worth of taxes in February. I did not put that figure here just because that ranges varies so much, and but I'll tell you at the end how that kind of adds up. And then you'll also pay interest from the day you close to the end of the month. So in this case, the gentleman purchased the house on the 23rd or 22nd of December, and he paid interest from then to the 31st per diem, right? So it was like $15 a day times 8 days. Okay, so it was like $120 in interest. And then there was a full month before his first payment. Now, if you purchase a home that's located within a homeowners association, there's generally some fees that are associated with the transfer. You've got transfer fees. You might have, you will have a reserve account. So the reserve is collected up front or prepaids, not necessarily reserves, but prepaids. So whether the HOA is collected monthly, quarterly, or semi-annually will determine how many months of the HOA they collect up front. But most HOAs are either collected quarterly or monthly, and so they'll collect 2 to 3 months, pay that in advance, and then you'll start taking over after your mortgage starts. The home inspection is not a mandatory fee, but it is highly recommended. Whenever you're going to make a major purchase like this, you want to do some due diligence, have a third party, disinterested party, go in and inspect the home. They'll give you a report that shows their findings of any deficiencies, repairs that are recommended, and then that gives us an opportunity to go back to the seller and request repairs. The termite inspection I put down here, but on an FHA loan, they do require a termite inspection, and that was $55. Once again, the home inspection will vary based on the size of the home. These fees total $4,990. That's without taxes and without the per diem and interest. So when you add those in, it's usually somewhere in the low $5,000 range to the mid $5,000 range on a purchase price of about $200,000. And so these fees are due at close of escrow, with the exception of the appraisal fee is collected up front, and the home warranty the home inspection is collected when the inspector does the inspection, because he's not associated with the transaction whether you go forward or not. He gets paid for doing his inspection. These are buyer's costs, okay? So they're your responsibility. Generally, I work on negotiating that the seller pays a portion or all of these, but realistically, right now, we are in a very hot seller's market, okay? So there's more demand for buyers than there is inventory on the market, and just as I represent buyers and I work for them, a listing agent represents their client, and they're letting them know, hey, there's not much inventory, and they're kind of waiting for best offers. In the last 2 weeks, I've been in several transactions, negotiations, where homes have been on the market from 1 day to 2 weeks and have had multiple offers. So I'm getting my buyers' expectations to pay a portion of, or the majority of, their own closing costs to be able to win the contract on those nice homes. If this is not clear, or if you have any questions, I look forward to answering them. I'm here to serve you and to make sure that all your questions are answered when you're going through the process. I'm Andrew Texidor. There's contact information here. Don't wait and don't hesitate, because interest rates are going up, and so is pricing. Over the last couple of weeks, I've noticed homes coming on the market are starting to get priced higher than the most recently closed comparable home in the area. Okay, Andrew Texidor, call me. I look forward to helping you. Thanks so much.